Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diablo 3 video. Today I would like to talk about the Frozen Orb build for the Wizard in patch 2.0.4. The build itself is very simple. You use Electrocute with Surge of Power, then of course the Frozen Orb, your main damage dealer, Black Hole with Absolute Zero for grouping and damage buff, Storm Armor with Power of a Storm to reduce your arcane power costs so you can keep casting longer. This results in lower sheet DPS if you are used to using Pinpoint Barrier, but the overall damage output is a lot higher than with Pinpoint Barrier because you are not out of arcane power so quickly. Then we have, of course, Magic Weapon, Force Weapon, and we're using Familiar with Arcanaut so that we can replenish our arcane power faster for the obvious reasons I already stated. For passives we are using Glass Cannon. You could also use Blur. Then Audacity, because we won't be using Unwavering Will, because we simply won't stand still for 1.5 seconds for most of the time. Well, except for bosses and elite packs. But most of the time we will be quite agile and moving around a lot. So Audacity seems like the right choice for that. Then of course Cold-Blooded and Astral Presence for even more arcane power. The items I have are nothing special. Once again, I would very much recommend the Kane's Destiny set because it's just pretty awesome to farm legendaries and rifts or bounties, and I was lucky enough to get a socket on the helm, so I am now at 89% plus magic find. And this is really significant, and I notice it very strongly. For the rest, it's just basic gear I found along the way. And I did reroll arcane orb damage on the boots, the offhand, and the helmet. And the rest is just normal stuff, except the Shard of Hate, which is quite awesome. And I was very lucky to find that. And for Paragon points, I'm using movement speed because we are moving around a lot. One of the main aspects of this build is to move through your enemies very quickly. So it's more efficient if you are just farming around than other builds, for example Disintegrate or even the Ray of Frost build, because in both builds you're always just standing at some point and waiting for stuff for you to come to you. So I put everything in movement speed until I capped it, then critical hit damage of course, resist all, and resource cost reduction, which is very important. And now I could show you this build in action to demonstrate that it is quite agile. Let's hope we have some nice groups to show that. Yeah, and that's the first case where we are standing still for a few seconds. But that's no problem. If you are noticing enemies lying around, you can just cast an orb in their general direction and keep on walking. And that reduces your overall clearing time for dungeons immensely, because you don't have to worry about everything. With most of the other builds you have to stand still and focus on the mob you're trying to kill. And here you're just whatever, have some arcane orbs and goodbye. They will die anyway. And you really don't have to care about that. Just cast 1 or 2, one stays alive, let him keep it, or not, depends. And as you can see, we are stopping for a fraction of a second, casting the orb and just running by. As for elite packs, you can use your black hole to group them so they're temporarily disabled to move or to harm you. And treasure is pretty self-explanatory. And as you can see, this is quite efficient and very easy to achieve. And I hope this guide could help you with your choice on how you want to play your wizard. And if you want to, you can like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you again in the next video. See ya!